we do, when a door comes, it always comes with wood on the outside of it, okay? That's just the way the manufacturers make it and install it. What we do is we try not to have any wood trim products on the exterior of homes so we don't have potential for rot. Long time in the future. Why are we worried about it? Because it's going to be 15, 20 years before it rots. This material, the hardy trim, it's not going to rot in our lifetime. It's going to be here long after we're all gone. So that's why we remove the wood and we replace it with hardy. Okay? Safe. Okay? Any moisture that gets down to the bottom, I don't know if you've had an older house that's 20 plus years old and you see the wood rotting at the bottom of the jam, it'll never happen with the product that we use because it's the bottom is a resin plastic, if you will. So anything that's on the outside of the home is a hardy product, will not run. Okay? Other builders, they'll put wood trim on their doors. So we get to the garage door trimmer and we see wood, right? This we have decided as a company that we're going to go ahead and continue to use wood around the garage door trimmer. But what we do to satisfy our need for protection from rot is we make sure it's primed on all 6 sides. This piece off of the trimmer and the plastic lays on top of the steel lintel to keep that lintel from getting moisture on top and starting the corroding process too early. They're all going to corrode, but again, that steel lintel is 3/8 of an inch thick and it's going to be there long after we're all gone as well. So try to do everything so we have longevity, fewer warranty problems, fewer issues through the whole thing. Crazy. You can see where it is. You want that 6-inch overlap, and you can see this seam at the top here also. The top piece is over the top of the bottom piece, so you have the shingle effect also, so water can't penetrate. All runs down. Their check, trade does their check, and then we have a third-party inspection company, QIS. They come along behind us. They're going to inspect this, probably say, great job, everything's taped, all the penetrations are done. It's going to start to deteriorate, tear, and whatnot. So we use these cap nails every 32 inches. Well, I'm sorry, every 24 inches, and then every 32 horizontal. These are temporary fastener. Remember, we're going to come back, we're going to put brick ties on. Brick ties go every 62 inches all the way across. So that is its final attachment. 100% now, I think, because they used to be as an upgrade only, but they may be 100% now because of us. We've made them step up their game, right? So the difference is all of the products we use are like products. Meritage, I believe, uses the Dow foam board on the outside with a different brand of tape to try to seal their windows. Manufacturer specifications for those products, they're going to say they're not to be used with one another, okay? But all of our products are made by the same company, and they are made to match with one another. This just is going to give you more hot water, okay? I don't need to be throwing my opinions in, but a tank is no worse than a tankless water heater. The kind of tank water heaters we use are very high end compared to just going to Home Depot and buying a tank. The AC system is designed based off of what we talked about with the house wrap and the foam itself. All that combined with the air conditioning system and the fresh air vent that we add that brings fresh air into the house. I'm not an AC expert, So if you need to know any specific questions, we can get you a hold of Curtis. But the system is designed as a whole, and it's put into a computer. It's a manual J program. They plug in even the direction that the house is facing, the number of windows that the house has, and where the sun, morning sun here, evening sun's gonna be over there. That's all calculated for each home as to how much AC is required to heat. Near it, based on the area that you're in. The north side will be a little bit different than the south side, and so on. The biggest advantage for the PEX is you have longer runs of pipe without a joint, if that makes sense. You want to minimize the number of joints in the walls, because every time you have a joint in the wall, you have a possibility for a leak. And so you have longer continuous runs of pipe with fewer joints. If you can get them to upgrade to that, the best way to explain it is it's 100% run all the way from the manifold all the way to the termination point. Okay, so there is no way it's going to leak. Any leak that you possibly have would be at the manifold itself, but that's all in one location. Every line running from that point to wherever it is, there's no other joint in the home. So the possibility for a leak is next to zero.
Right.
There's going to be a joint at the supply, and then a connection at here. So it eliminates how many fixtures you got in your house. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this bathroom. 1, 2, 3 in the utility room. Another 4 over there. So you're eliminating a total of 12 to 15 joints inside the wall. What gives it its insulated value is the ability to hold air. And when you pack it, you're eliminating that ability. And then also, if you walk in a competitor's home that has been insulated for any period of time before the sheetrock goes in, you'll see pieces hanging down, coming down, and it's just not done very nice and even, and they don't connect it properly. The sheetrocker shows up, you think he's gonna take the time to put that insulation back in place before he nails the sheetrock up? Not at all. So tight, we've eliminated all propensity for air infiltration to be happening, that we have to have fresh air coming in. And so you'll see if I can find it. Yeah, on the second floor, could be on the first floor. And what this particular duct does is it pulls in a certain amount of fresh air from the outside to regulate the temperature and the humidity. The AC guy, once he starts the AC system up and he gets it up and running, he calculates how much fresh air for that particular home needs to come into the house, how many minutes per hour. Most of them are set about 10 minutes per hour. So for every hour that the system runs, it brings in 10 minutes of fresh air.